depending on how you can see the how you follow the money. This is a movie made by McDonald's.
Of course.
That like
It's
not
a
only is it
commercial.
not only is it a 90-minute commercial for McDonald's and Coca Cola, the healing powers of Coca Cola, but also it if you watch the original trailer, it is introduced by Ronald McDonald sitting in a director's chair on the set of Mac and Me. He has a script for Mac and Me. He says, "Hey everybody, I want to have you come on in with me to my new movie. It stars me, Ronald McDonald, and my new friend Mac." And he looks to next to him to an empty director's chair and like, he must be around here somewhere. Anyway, blah blah. It's my first movie, McDonald's first movie. Hey, and it is unnerving. And but the next thing after like, here, why don't you see a preview? And then the next thing it says is that a portion of the profits from this movie, profits or proceeds or whatever, a portion of every dollar made from this movie will go to help the Ronald McDonald Foundation, which is a great thing.
Of course. But they made $8 on this.
Yeah, they made
that's
like
rough.
$8. They lost like $7 million. It made half of its budget back. So I hope it wasn't a portion of the profit, but a portion of every dollar made. But yeah, that made it even less profitable. It is so weird to have like Ronald McDonald be like, because this is also the time in the 80s where Ronald McDonald was in every McDonald's commercial. Like there's the one that I think sometimes you'll still see in at Christmas time, of the one where like the kid gets left behind by everybody skating on a pond, and then Ronald McDonald shows up and they skate together and it's beautiful. And it's like, that's the kind of heartwarming shit that McDonald's was using to sell burgers. And they were like, I know what heartwarming shit we can do. Well, how about some shit? Here's some shit. It's called Mac and Me. And it's an insane proposition, and the movie turns out to be insane as well.
That is correct. Also, gotta be honest, I don't find Ronald McDonald comforting or soothing.
Right. I know. Yeah.
Not a fan.
So what you have to understand is this movie is a real movie. Like it's not Velocipaster. It's a real movie that tries to be really, really great. They think it's really good. And as such, they have Alan Silvestri compose the music. Alan Silvestri did the music for Back to the Future, Forrest Gump, Predator, The Abyss.
Like really memorable scores.
Yeah. Like, I mean,
John Williams didn't do it. He did.
Back to the Future is some of the most memorable music of my youth. And as like he took a break from writing the music for Back to the Future Part 2 to write the music for this piece of crap. And also wrote the lyrics for a couple of songs on this thing.
Sure did. There sure were some songs in this.
There sure were some songs. But like when I saw in the opening credits, Alan Silvestri, that's by far of the people involved, the best at what they do on this thing is Alan Silvestri, and that's saying a lot because he is very, very good. But like, it is so odd that he would be a part of this. Anyway, okay, so it starts on an alien planet.
It does.
No one that I've been able to see in any review of it, in any synopsis, has identified the planet. I assumed it was Mars because a rover of ours landed on it. everyone's some far-flung alien world. Like, why are we? I feel like it would be bigger news if, like, we discovered a planet outside of our solar system and we landed one of our rovers on it and it took some samples and brought it home. Would be like the biggest thing going. Like, nobody in the movie even knows this mission is happening. Like, if the idea that it would be we landed on Alpha Centauri, like, it would be a bigger deal. So I've also assumed this was Mars because also it's a dry desert planet. So I guess I assume this was Mars.
It's a Mars vibe, I would say.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It is very odd that they don't name it, or that if it is like an unnamed planet. How many of those have we found in this weird alternate dimension that Mac and Me takes place? So there's no plant life anywhere that you can be seen, but one of the aliens, because there are aliens, they're nude but have no genitals, which thank God. And there are 4 of them. There's I can assume a mother and a father, and then a smaller one, like toddler size, and one that's a little bit older. They look like burn ward victims, with big googly eyes and tiny little mouths. I'll make that face.
Yes.
They don't have eyelids. Their eyes never blink. Which you'd think you'd want in a dry, arid climate where the wind blows dust in your face all the time. You'd think you'd want eyelids. Maybe they have like a membrane that covers the eye that we don't see with our. I'm trying to make this scientific, and I probably shouldn't. They have weird like giraffe knobs on the top of their head that don't serve any real purpose, and ears that stick out, and they appear to be made entirely out of scrotum. Like, they're the ugliest thing. E.T. was an ugly thing that somehow looked cute. When they made E.T., it was cute, even though it was ugly.
I think the voice for E.T. helped that a lot.
I think so too, but the big eyes that were very expression. He had like the mouth, like it made expressions. You could tell when it was happy or sad or surprised. Like it, I don't know. They were trying to make an ET like alien, but didn't give it any of the charm, or like all scrotum, no charm. That was the reasoning behind this.
Just like every date I've ever been on, am I right?
See? Should have swiped left on Mac's dad.
They're not particularly cute.
RESPECT. Click the subscribe button and find out what it means to me. Nah, that doesn't have a ring to it. But if you like videos about real news stories that are funny, stupid, or weird, subscribe now.